everyone, welcome back. We are in the middle of 4 weeks challenge. What I do here is I try to come up with simple tricks, techniques, tips, methods, ways or anything else which can help you to become fluent and confident in English in a lesser time in easier ways. So I try to make things easy for you so that it's easier for you to understand, for you to practice to achieve your goal. And I try to come up with entertaining ways or interesting ways of practicing English speaking so that it doesn't get monotonous or boring for you. Okay, which is very important, guys. We always forget this thing. Our learning journey is very long. It's not easy to become fluent and confident in speaking English in a month or 2 or 6 months, right? It is a journey. It will take time. Slowly you'll catch up the language. Slowly you'll start speaking, and then there will be a curve. Like sometimes you can be able to speak properly. Sometimes on certain topics you won't be able to speak properly. So slowly or gradually you will become fluent and confident. And depending on how you practice, that is very important. That will decide what amount of time you're going to take to become more fluent and confident in speaking English. So it's very important to keep your interest in it. Okay, or keep your focus going. This is very important. So whenever we speak about, learning to speak English, we should make sure whatever we are practicing, whatever we are doing, we should be interested in that. Okay, it should bind us. It should help us it should entertain us so that we are able to focus more on it and we are able to learn better every single day. So that is why I come up with interesting topics, interesting ideas so that it will help you to stay focused and stay motivated. So staying motivated, staying focused is the key of learning any language. If you're not motivated, if you're not focused, if you lose focus every now and then, it's not going to help you, guys. So this is very important. You have to be focused and you have to be motivated enough to learn a language or to speak a language fluently and confidently. And this is why I have taken all the efforts and I bring to you a lot of interesting videos, interesting sessions so that you can be motivated enough, focused enough to learn the language quickly and easily. Right? So guys, on that note, welcome back to my channel. I'm your communications coach and a soft skill trainer by profession, and I'm here to help you out with all your communications problems and to help you speak English fluently and confidently. Guys, today I'm going to talk about 4 things which you should include in your daily routine. We all feel lost at times when we start learning to speak English. When we start focusing on the language, we tend to forget everything. We don't know what to focus on and what to leave behind. So what we start doing is we start doing everything simultaneously, but that is not gonna help. We start practicing vocabulary, we start practicing pronunciation, we start practicing learning grammar, we start practicing speaking at the same time. So we don't know, we get confused, we start listening to a lot of stuffs which probably will not help you at the moment. Okay, so we don't know what to focus on. That is the main problem when we start to learn a language or we start to practice speaking. Okay, so here I'm going to sort it out for you. I'm going to tell you how you can start, how your daily routine should look like, and what all things you should include in your daily routine, which will help you to gradually, slowly, efficiently and easily get started with your learning journey. And definitely by the end of 4 weeks, you are going to see the difference. That is for sure. So guys, if you haven't subscribed my channel, what are you doing? Quickly subscribe my channel, like and share my videos. Do write your comments in the comment section. So guys, now let's get started. So I'm going to talk about 4 things which you need to include in your daily routine, in your practice routine. Okay, in your practice sessions. The first and foremost thing, very important, is reading. You should never let go of reading. I know it's very obsolete right now. Nobody wants to read anything. Everybody feels, why are you reading? You can always take your mobile and start reading from there. or you start listening, start watching a video, you will get all the information. You don't have to read a book. You can listen to audiobooks there, right? But reading has its own advantages, guys, its own benefits. And when you want to learn a language, you have to read. Take some time out for reading. 10 minutes, 5 minutes if you don't have time. You can read newspaper, you can read any magazine, you can read any article on your mobile, you can read any blog on your mobile, on LinkedIn or any other, probably X or any other platform. So you can read those also, but focus on reading, not listening at the time. I am talking about purely reading. Whether you take a soft copy of it or take a hard copy of it. I hope you understand what is the meaning of a hard copy and a soft copy. Hard copy means if you're reading from a book, if you're reading an art newspaper or magazine or a novel or anything, story book or whatever, which is a hard copy because you have it actually in your hand. And soft copy is if you are reading an article on your mobile, a blog on your mobile, or any piece of information, any article, any news piece you are reading on your mobile. So that is a soft copy. Okay, so these are the two things which you can practice, in which you can practice reading. This is an essential. Make it a habit. Make it a habit daily. Practice it for 5 minutes or 10 minutes. This is really going to help you. What you have to do here is you have to focus on the vocabulary, new words. You have to focus on the sentence structure. You have to focus on how the sentence is made. Okay, what is the idea of the sentence? Whether you are able to understand the whole sentence, the whole information or not. You have to focus on all these things. Of course, I'll not talk about pronunciation here because while reading, you don't know if you're pronouncing it right or not. But if you have any doubt about any pronunciation, you can always Google it. Okay, so pronunciation, there is a voice note. You can just click on the voice and it will give you the pronunciation. So it's not difficult anyways. So you can get to know the pronunciation in here in a matter of seconds. Okay, so these things you have to focus on while reading. So take out 5 or 10 minutes to read anything. It is really going to help you guys. Trust me on this. You will start learning the language, recognizing the language and understanding the language. Once you start understanding everything, then only you will be able to speak, right? So it's very essential, very important. Okay, and it will increase your knowledge also on different topics. Because a newspaper is not limited to one topic only. It has sports, it has politics, it has entertainment, it has world news, it has, trending news as well, like what is going around, the pollution, the environmental change, or any topic. So lots of topics are there. So you'll get to know a varied spectrum of topics also. You'll be able to read and gain knowledge on, which will help you ultimately in speaking, right? So that is why focus on reading for 5 to 10 minutes every single day. Second thing, what you have to do is listening. Okay, listening you can do at any point of time, at any part of the day. If you're walking, if you're doing exercise in a gym, if you are eating, if you are relaxing, if you're going to bed, if you are traveling, you just have to put your earphone on and you can listen to any piece of information on YouTube. There's lots of things. You can listen to a podcast, you can listen to TED Talks, you can listen to comedy, you can listen to sports, you can listen to news, you can listen to, or you can watch any movie, you can watch any play, series, you can watch any food vlog, any travel vlog, whatever your interest is, guys, whatever you're interested in, just watch that. You don't have to watch anything which is related to the English language. No. But whatever piece of information you're watching, it has to be in English. That is the priority. So you have to watch anything which you like, which is in English. You should listen to it in English. Whether it is a movie or a song or anything else which I have spoken about. Watch it, listen or watch. Whatever you can do. So, of course, if you're using a mobile, you at the same time you can do two things, listening and watching. Okay, so now what you have to focus on here, when you're watching anything, you have to focus on how the words are pronounced, how the sentences are said, the expressions, the tone, the intonation, which means which word is stressed more and which word is stressed less. Okay, the vocabulary or the new words. Vocabulary, if you know the words, well and good. If you don't know, you just go and find out what the word means. Okay, use it in two or three sentences. Start practicing that as well. Okay, understand the whole meaning or context of what is spoken about in the video, what you're watching, whether it is a movie or a play or a series, or if you're watching or playing a game also, you can just understand what is it about, right? So you have to check your understanding, whether you are able to understand that. So you have to focus on all these areas while you are listening or watching. Okay, you can extend the time because all the videos are, maybe 10 minutes, 15 minutes. So 10-15 minutes you can give on the go. When you're eating, 10 minutes while you're eating, you can just listen to any piece of information, or you can watch anything, right? Or you're going to sleep, 10-15 minutes is fine. You can listen to something or watch something before that, right? So I think 10 minutes or 15 minutes is something which you can give to listening or watching, but you have to stay focused. You have to focus on all these things. Okay, so when you're listening to all these things, when you're focusing on all these things, it will help you in your pronunciation, of course, the vocabulary and all those things which I've just mentioned. And if tomorrow you have to speak on this topic, you know how to speak. Or if you're speaking to yourself, like if you're practicing English speaking, it is really going to help you how you are speaking. It will help you to practice English speaking also. So this is another thing. The third thing is writing. Yes, guys, I know I'm just talking about very old methods, but trust me on this, these are not old methods. These are still relevant till date. And if you start practicing in this way, your learning journey will be very easy, very simple, and very short, very quick. You will be able to recognize everything, you will be able to grasp more, you will be able to speak more, you will not forget words, you will not go blank, which is a promise. Trust me on this. But writing, what you have to do, you don't have to write an essay, guys, come on. You don't have to write an essay. You don't have to write a script. You're not acting, right? You're not an actor here. It's just that whatever topic you have heard or listened to, okay, like the podcast or the TED Talks or whatever news you are listening to, or sports you are watching, or movie you are watching, or play or series, whatever you have watched or listened to, just take 5 minutes you just write down the main ideas. Just write down the main ideas. And then the next thing what you can do is practice, which is very important. You have to give maximum time to practice. These are all for 5 minutes, 10 minutes, right? It's just listening or watching is something which, of course, whatever your video length or whatever your piece of information you're listening to, whatever length it is you, or whatever time you have, accordingly you can manage that. If it is half an hour, if you can give to that, if 1 hour, if 3 hours you can give to that, that is your take. Okay, there are short videos also which contains all these things, which is of 1 minute, 5 minutes, 10 minutes, depending on your availability, you can give to that, listening or watching. But writing is 5 minutes. It will not take more than 5 minutes. Reading is not more than 10 minutes, right? Just to practice understanding the language and its pronunciation and the movement and everything. It's necessary for that. So you have written the ideas. Now the most important thing is practice. You have to give maximum time to practice. So, which is very easy. You don't have to take out time separately and do. Okay, 10-15 minutes is also a good time which you can give to practicing English. If instantly you can do that. When you are listening to any piece of information, when you have listened to, just take 5 minutes, jot down the ideas and start speaking on it for 5 minutes or 10. Start with 2 minutes, 3 minutes. Make it 5 minutes, 7 minutes, 8 minutes, 10 minutes. You can increase the duration of your speaking depending on your confidence, your availability and everything. Once you start practicing, you will get to know how easy it is and how practical it is, or easy to practice it is. So listen to the thing, jot down the ideas, which is writing, and then start speaking. Before speaking, you have to put your camera on or your voice recorder. I would prefer a camera. If you're not comfortable initially, you can just put your voice recorder on so that you can record your voice and you can compare your videos every single day to see the progress, to see what is wrong, to see where you need correction. These are very efficient ways, guys. If you video record it, nothing like it. You can see your expressions, you can see your confidence, you can see how you're speaking, right? You can see your body language also. Everything is crystal clear there. Okay, so practice. And after writing, jotting down the ideas, you start practicing. Probably for 2 minutes first you speak. Take 3 attempts. First time you speak for 2 minutes. Increase it to 3 minutes. Second time. Third time, make it 5 minutes. Try to increase the duration, right? And speak on it. So guys, these are the things you have to include in your daily routine. These are the 4 focus areas which you need to include in your everyday English practice, everyday practice session. All 4 is very important. You have to allocate time. Okay, you have to allocate time for all these things and start doing it simultaneously, guys. Trust me on this. You have to do it simultaneously. Just in one case, I will suggest, if you are a complete beginner, then give more time to reading and listening first. Start reading and listening. Give more time to reading and listening initially. Maybe for a week or 2 weeks, try only reading and listening. And then start practicing. Then start speaking up about it. Whatever you have read or whatever you have listened to. Okay, so this is how you can practice. What you can include in your practice sessions. These are very efficient ways of practicing English speaking, guys. This will make your journey very quick, very easy, and very interesting also. And you can see the progress also because you are journaling it, you are recording it, you are keeping a record because you are video recording it or voice recording. Okay, so you have to do all these things. These small things does make a difference. And in between, if you need any help, there are lots of AI based applications available. I have spoken about ChatGPT, I have spoken about Pi, I've spoken about Pi, I've spoken about ChatGPT. These are the best tools which will help you to correct your English also and guide you. You don't need a teacher right now, guys. Try doing this. It is really going to help you. Things have become very simpler, guys. AI is changing the world. Why can't you take advantage of it? I have made the whole video about how you can speak to Pi, how you can speak to ChatGPT. Check out my video links, guys, please. Check out, I have a long list of conversational videos, techniques, tips, and lots more. Go and check out. It is really going to help you. And start practicing the way I tell you. It's really going to help you, guys. I am trying to make your life easy. And it cannot be more easy or simple than this. Start doing it and I'm sure you'll notice the difference. So don't forget to include all these points in your practice session and start practicing in this way. I'm sure it's going to help you a lot. So guys, that's the end for today. I'm going to come up with a new video with more informative stuffs and more interesting ideas. Until then, keep watching, keep practicing, keep speaking, and keep exploring. See you. Bye-bye.